Greetings, I'm Caffeine Rage, and I'm back with more of Let's Play Spintires Mudrunners. And join me, living in truly the stupidest of times, is...
Gaming Psychologist.
We were talking political news in between episodes. The stupidest of times, right?
Yep. And honestly, this is pretty stupid at this point. For us. This is, we got ourselves into a big mess with this map.
Yeah, this was not our best move.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring two trucks at once along the very long road. So far, so good, but, you know, we'll see if that trend continues.
Yeah, well, I just pulled onto the paved road. So, since my focus should be on the road itself, keep an eye on my progress and let me know when you're going to pull off the road.
Okay.
To let me pass.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's a good idea for me to watch you, right?
Yeah, no, since I'm not carrying any logs, I'll check every so often. You've still got a little ways to go, though, before we're going to pass each other.
Alright, well, I'm on the bridge. Now, I'm not sure if, in between these is, certain death or not, or if it's actually a solid object. But I'm not risking it. You know?
Oh, on the little bridge with the two tracks or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, see, here's where we're getting into problems, because these corners are... My follow truck is having a hard time. And I now can't see
Well,
shit
simple. We
'cause
bring
the
in
camera.
Kyle. And we put him in the follow truck. Our patron saint of fuel.
Well, that seemed to work out okay. Once again, for now. Recognize I get no guarantees in this.
I gotta admit, I'm just waiting for the logs to glitch one time, where they're the solid object, but they glitch through, or they clip through the side of the trailer. I'm just waiting for them to one time physics glitch and just fly out. And then the cussing will begin.
So much swearing. Did I miss the shortcut I was trying to take? Oh no, it's over there.
Okay, there we go. Hanging out left. I'm past the corkscrew at least. Oh. A little bit of a wiggle there. Driving drunk.
I actually did get a hard cider, so I'm going to be drinking and driving.
Well, it could only help your judgment, right? Because you're the one that approved of this map. Because, yeah, this is your fault.
No, this is your fault. You suggested it to me. So you started it.
Yeah, but who's more foolish, the fool or the fool that follows the fool?
They're both pretty foolish.
Well, I just fishtailed and nearly went off the road.
Right. I did have some slack in the line between me and my follow truck, but given how tight some of these turns are, it's now like right on my ass. I reeled it in so that it's pretty much just touching the trailer.
Reel that in.
I did reel it in. Oh shit! Damage, crashing into things. All right.
Can you imagine that partway through there was a block station and you had to take a secondary route?
Oh Jesus, no. Let's not give him any more ideas for a version 2 of this map.
A block station that blocks the quick way through the swamp.
That would be very sad. Alright, let's see where you are. Oh yeah, you're still way the fuck over there.
Well, I'm going slowly because every time I start to pick up a little bit of speed, something happens.
Yeah, I'm not blaming you for going slowly. You take your time there.
On the plus side, if I do dump the logs, I could go to the D class, put the crane on it, and recover them, most likely. Part of me wonders if it would have been faster if we did a bucket brigade.
Yeah, we mentioned that last recording session. Just chuck the logs down the mountainside.
Well, I mean, not a joking bucket brigade, but, one person does the mountain and the other person hands off to the other person on the paved road. Either where my fuel truck is or, further down.
Could you do that with a trailer? Can you pass a trailer back and forth between players?
You could pass off the possession of the logs themselves.
Okay. Need all-wheel drive and diff locks to go through the mush.
I'm at the retaining wall.
Oh yeah, squeezy lemon peas. But I'm not at the bad part yet.
So what's some wish list games that you want to do a co-op on? Because we can't do this forever. I mean, granted, we do have the DLC coming up that I do want to do.
Yeah, the new DLC.
Unless it's hugely expensive, of course. Because it doesn't look like it's going to be adding that much. But who knows, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Haven't really thought too much about it.
I was actually... prepare yourself. Hell's about to freeze over. I was thinking about possibly Borderlands.
Oh my god, yes. I'm all over that. Do I have the first one on Steam? I don't know, but...
And maybe next time it goes on sale, pick up the Handsome Pack that gives the pre-sequel.
Yeah, I would be down for that.
Maybe part of my problem was that I was playing with bad people, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Because, well, I've told you about it, but I don't think I've ever mentioned it on recording. I've tried playing Borderlands 1 with 2 different people. One person hacked their save file and basically gave themselves the God rifle. just a completely custom built sniper rifle that was, well, it wasn't even a sniper rifle. It was an assault rifle that acted like a sniper. Had a really strong scope on it, and it was basically one-shotting everything.
Yeah.
And the other time I tried to play it, I ended up playing with a person that really knew the game and wanted to speedrun it. And the first time I played it, I only got, hell, I don't even know how far I got in it, but, not very far. I would say the second or third area. Probably the second area now that I think about it. So, barely scratched the surface on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've played all the way through Borderlands 1 a couple of times, but it's been
I mean, we wouldn't be
years
doing
and years ago.
Vault Hunter mode, Ultimate Vault Hunter mode.
Yeah, no, we just play on regular. But yeah, it's been at least 10 years since I've played the first Borderlands. And I've played Borderlands 2 several times, but I've never actually beaten it all the way through.
Yeah, see, I played, I think, 200 hours on it or something like that. I had my friend that I was playing with Borderlands 2. He was a lot better about not being exclusionary, but he was one of those that has to. Oh, there you are.
Yep.
Keep going ahead.
Yep.
Wow, you got a full train going.
Am I enough to be out of your way?
Well, I'm showing black outlines for the other two.
Okay. It's probably because I'm pulling them.
But he wanted to be basically the ultimate badass.
Yeah.
So he wanted to do all the game modes, and Borderlands 2, after the first couple of times through, gets really annoying because it gets very, very, very bullet spongy. I mean, more so than the game originally was. But I would say one rule: if we do the pre-sequel, no claptrap.
That's
we
fine.
agree with that.
I can agree to that. I like Claptrap, actually, and I like the idea of his power, but functionally, I think it would get old fast. Plus, Claptrap himself would get old fast.
Well, I was talking about Claptrap himself getting old fast, but his power is kind of weird in the pre-sequel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a whole bunch of random different powers you can get, or random abilities that do different things. Some of them are better than others, but some of them are more wacky. You know, a fun, silly way to play, but it gets old.
And plus, if you're playing with somebody that absolutely hates Claptrap.
Yeah. But no, I could agree to
Why shouldn't say hate Claptrap? Gets tired of him extremely quickly.
Yeah.
Basically, anybody in the Borderlands universe, essentially.
Yeah. So we would do what, 1, 2, and pre-sequel if we did decide to do it? Which I'm all for, by the way.
I figure you would be for this.
I've never pushed because you've said multiple times you
never
play it again.
It's more playing the first and I guess the third one than the second one. But the second one isn't that long. Plus, the second one actually has my favorite DLC of almost any game.
Is it the one with Tiny Tina where you do the RPG stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, did you ever play that?
Yeah, I've never actually finished the story campaign, but I've played most, if not all, of the DLC. And then...
Yeah, granted, they did add some extra stuff after basically another raid-ish area that we could look at. But I would want to focus more on story content.
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, stream some of the more grindy parts. Some of the arena stuff, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm at my other fuel truck, but I don't need to take on fuel. I guess I overreacted on that.
Yeah,
But
once
then
you
again,
get past the mountain area, the road all the way back is not too fuel intensive.
But there's also We Were Here and its sequel, and now its second sequel. That looks very interesting. Asymmetric co-op.
It does sound interesting.
Did you look into it when I talked to you about it?
No, I did not.
Okay, it's 2-player co-op. And here's the kicker on it, all right? The players cannot... think of almost a puzzle version, or I should say a more first-person puzzle version of Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. All right?
Okay.
And you'll see why I make this comparison in a little bit. There's one person that is trapped in what's essentially a library that has a bunch of information in it to help with the various game puzzles. And the other person is essentially playing a room escape game. But in order to figure out the puzzles, they have to rely on information from the library. You see where the comparison comes in now?
Yeah. Sounds interesting. Which one is that one in? Is it the pre-sequel, or was it a late edition to Borderlands 2?
No, this is a completely different game.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about Borderlands.
No, I was saying another game is on my wish list to play.
Oh, okay.
It's called We Were Here.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's interesting. I'd be down to play that.
There's a free version, and then the sequel to it goes on deep discount often.
Alright, so the uphill climb section of all of this is going to be tricky, and then definitely for going down the back half, I'm going to have to split the two trucks up. There's no way in hell I can get this train down in one piece.
Now, I should say another one that, depending on how they handle the co-op in it, or if there even is co-op. Have you seen Frozen Synapse 2?
No. You know, is it?
Did you ever see the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, Frozen Synapse 2, open world strategy.
Huh. Does it still have the whole simultaneous turn-taking thing?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it
interesting.
still has simultaneous turn taking, along with a, I don't want to call it XCOM-esque management system, but you're trying to manage some sort of resistance group. And you're also competing against other resistance groups, and there's a procedurally generated city and story missions, but there's also other things that can pop up, and you have to deal with the other groups. And sometimes you're competing directly against them, and it's a race against the clock. It's interesting. But I'm not sure if it has co-op or how they're handling it, if it does. Because if it's just a level-based thing, that's not nearly as interesting.
Yeah. No, it's not. Unless they do something really unique or interesting with it to make it more interesting. I don't know what that would be, but... Okay, so I'm at the corkscrew, winding my way up. Still have the whole thing connected. Not too worried about going across that bridge.
Well, there's your car.
Yeah, I drove it in the ditch on purpose.
You were drinking. Let's be honest. You still have Satellite Rain to do as well.
Yep. Still on our list. Although, glad, like, I can't remember if we had a conversation about it, but after finishing Divinity, I needed a break from
Yeah.
RPG style games.
Yeah. The thinky games.
Yeah. I mean, we can, you know, when it gets closer to time, we can have a big sit down about it and decide what we're in the mood for.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very, very pleased with the idea of Borderlands. No, like I said a minute ago, it's been like 10 years since I played Borderlands 1.
Well, it's also been like 4 or 5 years since I played Borderlands 2 now. Or, you know, forever for the internet, right? So all the memes are stale.
I'll be able to keep this thing together for this first haircut. Oh, I think so.
So you have your motor centipede.
Yep. I just love making this hard on myself. E-class on the first go. Dragging a second truck on my second go. Still hanging in there. Nice hung.
And of course, when Wasteland 3 comes out, that's going to be one. Because they already said online co-op for that.
I wish you could use the front winch and the rear winch at the same time. Because I can't do any winching unless I drop the truck and winch each one of them forward separately.
That's just too powerful. I mean, you can't winch that much. Otherwise, you go blind.
Go blind, get hairy palms.
I thought it was rosy palms.
If you're not careful, it'll be white palms. Kind of sticky.
Don't worry. I know somebody that'll help me clean up.
Aw, yeah.
Poor Katie. Oh, I didn't tell you. The guy that I joked about, he's been avoiding me.
Which guy? The guy.
The guy that said, "Oh, I gotta wait for it to cuddle with you."
Oh.
Or at least I think he's been avoiding me. I mean, it could just be coincidence, and honestly, don't go out that often. But I just thought it was funny. For those who don't know, occasionally in the apartment complex, I go out and sit on the porch and talk to the neighbors. The apartment complex has a little gathering area that people gossip and chat about random things. And it was midsummer by this point, and it was already starting to get hot late mornings to the point where nobody would be out. And he was talking about, oh, it's too hot to be standing next to each other. And this is a fairly big black guy that goes around in a power chair. And I said, oh, so you don't want to cuddle? And he just gives me a look. I spent way too much time around Jared.
Oh no! Oh the second part of my train slid off of the edge. I pushed it too far.
But just, I wish I was recording that look, you know?
Yeah. I'm just making this worse. Alright, parking brake on. I can't reel it back in. It's all the way up against the truck.
Hey, I'm at another bridge. I'm supposed to be at another bridge, right?
Where are you? Yeah. Yeah, you're still headed the right way.
I mean, to be fair, there's not many ways to go on this map, but...
Oh, it didn't roll down the mountain when I released the winch. Okay. I can still save it.
So I'm up to 14.5 kilometers on this truck alone. That seems rather absurd. I was at 5.5 before. Yep, not long after leaving the logging station.
Oh, it rolled the rest of the way. Or rolled far enough on its side, the engine stalled. Shit.
One other game I'm going to do co-op, even though it would be a terrible Let's Play series, would be Stardew Valley. But
Yeah, I
there's
need
a
to
lot
play
of
Stardew
people
some
that
more.
there's a lot of people that min-max that game, and I'm not. You gotta be careful on that. I mean, there's some nice, relaxed, chill people that just do their thing. But then there's people that there's a couple I've found on Twitch just looking at different games to see what people play. And they have an entire farm full of cheese makers. And are just getting obscene amounts of money, and that just doesn't seem fun to me, you know.
Yeah, I'm not a min-maxer for stuff like that. I mean, if we played Factorio, well, even Factorio, I'm not as bad of a min-maxer as Kyle is.
Yeah, Kyle is the min-maxer of the group, I think. Yeah, trying to play Call of Duty with him. Don't get me wrong, I like Kyle, but there are certain games. If you're going in as a newbie, do not go in with him your first time. I think that's fair, right?
Yeah. Shit.
I don't think I'm being mean.
Well, I was getting it, but then I flipped the truck all the way over. Although I did pull it up the hill a little bit. Touch wind.
Okay, I'm at the washed out portion. This is going to be fun. Mostly because of all the rocks, or I should say the one rock here that's perfectly in the way. But since I've started streaming, I've really started thinking about what games make better Twitch games and what games make better YouTube games, and I think it's more about feedback. You know?
What do you mean by that?
How much a game benefits from active real-time audience participation, just being able to react, like in Hollow Knight, where I was lost in that one guy, Go with the Gusto, popped in and gave me a couple of tips. I mean, I don't think I would have ever gotten the downward slash the mushrooms or without looking it up myself, I mean, that's a rather obtuse thing. Granted, I would also be editing the hell out of Hollow Knight if I was putting it on YouTube. Because there's a few sections where I was just lost and wandering around until I stumbled upon where I needed to go next. But that's also the curse of the Metroidvania. Is just, sometimes you're lost and you have to kind of wander around. I know it's around here somewhere. Right?
Yep, which is one of the reasons I don't like Metroidvanias. I don't like wandering and being lost.
But then you're found. Once blind, then you could see.
Getting all religious on me.
Well, I gotta cross the bear right now.
How in the hell is the trailer still attached to this thing?
Oh. Oh. Careful, careful. Easy, easy. Oh, the rocks. Now, I wonder if it's the Hummer in this game is going to be realistic or what people think the Hummers could do.
I don't know. I mean, a realistic Hummer, though, can do a lot.
Yeah, but people think Hummers could do everything.
Yeah.
You think the Hummer is going to be the replacement scout vehicle?
Probably. It'll probably be like a 2-star scout vehicle. Maybe have a couple of trailers it can pull.
Yeah, what I think is I'm gonna dislike about the American truck or the American Wilds or whatever they're calling it, is that it kind of breaks the aesthetic.
Yeah. These old Soviet era everything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not a redeemable quality to it, but at the same time, there's a certain charm to the old jank Soviet crap, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about that. We don't see that these vehicles that often, and most of them are based on real vehicles.
I think all of them are.
I'm pretty sure they all are, but I'm hedging my bets there.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm either gonna get this sucker free, or I'm gonna lose both of my trucks in the process.
Well, that's how I lost the Jeep. I used this as a counterbalance to pull another one out. The Jeep didn't have enough traction on it, but it had enough weight on its side.
Reach it from here.
So you may not.
I can.
You would think that the windshield wipers would actually clean the windshield, huh?
Yeah.
No. I got an idea. All right, for modded windshield wipers. All right.
All right.
The guy leans out of his truck and just starts wiping it with his sleeve.
That would be amazing.
I'll tell you how we clean windshield in Russia.
In Russia, Boris used sleeve. For the motherland.
Oh no.
Well,
That's not right. That that can't be it. This can't be right.
this winching action going on.
So where should I park this?
Where are you? Oh. I would put it in the one that has 0. Because I can get the one that has 4 with this truck. And then if we can somehow get the other 2 trucks with 3 points of logs on them, we can get that one, and then we'll have both of them. I was hoping to be there, but since I'm having to deal with this stuck truck issue...
Well, I'm gonna go repair, fuel up, and I think before I forget about it, I'm gonna swap my fuel trucks. And that should be the rest of the episode.
I think I'm going to spend the rest of the episode getting my truck unstuck. I don't know, we'll see. Park and brake. Winch.
How nice, they gave me 3 liters of fuel for parking in the garage.
Was that a physics glitch I just had? Hard to say.
Well, I'm gonna start moving the fuel truck. I mean, it still has plenty of fuel, but why not at this point, right?
Yeah.
And there's honestly no place on the road further that I can park it outside of that split. But that's way too treacherous.
No, don't roll back over. Shit.
Can't hear you rolling.
I thought I was making progress, damn it. It's enough on its side that I can start the engine. So maybe I can back over. Okay, the laws of physics say that this trailer hitch should have just broken at this point.
Oh, it's made in Russia. Finest Russian steel. With beautiful Russian clean coal.
Also
Right?
some physics issues. Only the cleanest of coals.
As my truck billows black smoke.
Yeah, break the laws of physics. You just rock on with your bad self, truck.
Hey, we obey the laws of thermodynamics in this household.
I guess I need to spin it that way?
Oh yeah, spin it.
No, not that way. Hatch winch.
Part of me wishes I brought the tractor here just for the fun of it. It'd be useless, but it'd be hilarious. Plus, it could hold a shitload of fuel. For its class, of course.
Just roll yourself back over. There you go. You beautiful laws of physics breaking trailer, you.
Made of unobtainium. Only had to kill, hundreds of Smurfs to get it. Did they ever explain why the fuck they wanted that metal, by the way? In Avatar?
They said, I believe it was like ridiculously light and strong. So it was like really valuable in manufacturing.
Avatar just has such bad storytelling. It's pretty, but... it seems like they wrote out all the writing.
That was a tiny tree.
Aren't they supposed to make, what, like a half a dozen more of those or something?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them on the books.
How the hell did James Cameron get that funded? Outside of
He
being
funded
James
it
Cameron.
himself. I was going to say, he's James Cameron. He's got a lot of money.
He's got fuck you money. He's got fuck you money. I'm going to the bottom of the ocean.
His fuck you money has fuck you money.
And meanwhile, Musk is just smoking dopes, thinking, boy, if only I had that fuck you money, I'd be on Mars right now. Speaking of Elon Musk, can you explain to me? I never saw the context of it. The whole fixation of the pedophile cave diver.
He made some offhanded comment, if I remember correctly, about one of the, when they were rescuing those kids from the cave and...
Yeah, and he was making his water coffin.
Yeah. He made some offhanded comment about one of them looking like a pedophile or something like that.
Really? That was it?
And but because he's Elon Musk.
And that's also fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But then he starts doubling down, right?
I can't remember if he doubled down or not. I think he just tried to let it blow over.
After a while, he doubled down. But I never found out the original, source of, what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
There's so much stupid shit on the internet that it's hard to keep up. And the thing is, it's hard to tell what's important and what's not. And then sometimes the stuff that doesn't seem important is very important, like the whole EU banning memes.
Yeah.
Or
I need to read more into that. I've seen it, but I need to read more into it.
Yeah, I've read a bit into it, and it's just stupid. First of all, the fact that politicians are talking about memes just makes me shake my head. It makes me feel very old. But I don't see how it could be enforced.
Me neither.
Short of, search algorithms that make Google drool for copyright material, which Google isn't exactly the pinnacle on, finding copyright material. So it makes me think that if the sites have to comply with this, I think they'll just block the EU.
Yeah, I suspect that's what's going to happen.
Or have a highly restricted version of their site for it. Wow. I just took 250 damage from a rock. And that's why I drove slowly.
It's a very angry rock.
Yeah, but I didn't have any coffee in it, so it's not my spirit rock.
Come on, I just want to get turned the fuck around.
Now, the fun part is because you're on that road, I don't think I would be able to get down there anyway.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, one of my trucks is sitting on the road, but that's not the truck I'm in. And the truck I'm driving is not on any road.
Or you're going, you don't need roads?
Oh, I need roads. I just don't have them. Fucking piece of shit tree. If I had just given up and done something else, I would have made more progress, but I'm a stubborn bastard. I'm getting this truck.
No
there.
comment. Well, I've just parked my fuel truck and I'm driving my fuel truck.
Fuel truck A parked. Fuel truck B en route.
No, fuel truck A parked. Fuel truck 1 started. On the plus side, this doubles the amount of fuel I have or will have at that turnoff. Or dearly, I should say. Off by like 60 or 80 or something.
Okay. Now we're talking. We're turned around.
Now you're the wrong way.
How
Turn around.
the fuck do I get... It's not that heavy. I think I can cross the river there.
So he's your brother?
Yeah. Yeah.
Never read that actually, or watched that. Not. I know it's a reference, but it's one of those things that's entered pop culture that I've lost the source. And down we go. On the plus side, I am making a lot better time with the fuel trucks, but I don't care about them nearly as much. Because even if they're damaged, I can still fuel up, right?
Yeah.
Just I would have to drag them off the main path. Plus, these were already a good chunk of the way there. Now the question is, actually I didn't even check to see where you are. Okay, you're, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, you're past the treacherous bridge, right? So, was it the...
Sort of? I mean, this is my truck this is my truck that rolled down the mountain. So, if I can get out of here, I'll bypass that whole section.
Well, I was just wondering if the road was fucked up there for you.
Oh, I haven't gotten there yet. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to abandon the trailer, so let's use the trailer to repair. Fuel.
Curse, you're inevitable, but son...
Curse your
Because
sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Yeah. Sorry, I got it backwards. I was focused on driving. Now, it makes me wonder just how much modern movies made for the younger crowd are built around trying to get, the memes going, or, that one line now, compared to back in the day.
I don't know. Probably a few.
Or, how much effort, I should say. Now the question is, in 40 years, will we be listening to Gilbert Gottfried's son doing a podcast talking about modern actors? That'd actually be hilarious, huh?
Yeah. Son of a bitch, come on. I may be well and truly fucked. I might have gotten this thing so stuck I can't get it out.
Well, at least with that attitude, right?
I don't think attitude has anything to do with it this time.
Also, it's altitude.
Nope. Maybe. Maybe.
Stay on target. Stay on target. Put on gear 1. Don't need the all-wheel drive, at least for this section. Just crawl up the hill. I'm at the corkscrew, I believe. Yes, I am. So since we're naming features of the map now, I think I have a name for the bridge that you fell off of.
Okay.
Butt clincher.
That does describe it pretty accurately.
My alternate naming suggestion is probably also very accurate.
And that is?
That motherfucker.
Yep, that also describes it fairly well, I'd say.
Or also, wah!
Okay, so I have got the repair truck free.
Okay, well,
Ish.
I've made a discovery about the bridge on the corkscrew. You can fall through it.
Okay.
But thankfully, I made that discovery where that, didn't screw me. So, my care on the corkscrew was validated. So, I feel good about that.
Alright, we are in uncharted territory. I can't see shit.
No, you're not. I can see you on the map. You're heading towards the river to your left.
I know. But when I say uncharted, I mean like in a different part of the woods. Ha! I made it! Woo! Now, do I even try and fish the trailer out?
Now you made it through the woods. Now you need to go over the river.
Yeah, not worried about the river in the slightest bit.
Oh, that's what the river wants you to think.
It's very shallow.
Oh, don't worry. It can grow as a person. You just need to mature a bit. On the plus side, I just parked the fuel truck. So we're back at 1,200 liters of fuel at the turnoff. So that's good, right?
Yeah. You know, that might have taken me the exact same amount of time it would have taken me to have wound myself all the way around. Problem is
Now
that
the question is, what do I do now? Do I take the 375, put a medium log cart on it, and try? Because medium log cart on the 4 of 8 will do it, but the 3 of 8 it won't. But you're going to be bringing something yourself, so.
Yep.
Oh.
I swapped over to my log truck.
Or
now,
or should I try short logs and drop it on? Well, honestly, either one it doesn't work. So it has to be medium, right?
well, I mean, we've got those 2 medium log trucks down there. I got my repair truck over. I lost the trailer, which had some extra spare fuel and some also extra repair parts. I'm gonna cut it close on fuel. The E-Class is over there. It's got about 800 or 900 liters left, I think, of fuel. So if you want, I can drive the repair truck over to your what is it, 255 or 250 or whatever?
It is the C256.
Yeah, I can drive the repair truck over to you and the E-Class for fuel.
Shame we can't recover that short log trailer.
I know.
But that went all the way down to China, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's what we can name it, Trailer Eater.
Where's your other fuel truck? Where'd you move your fuel truck to?
The other fuel truck is just across the bridge, right before. It's in between the first 2 bridges you'll go across coming back.
Okay, I think I need to turn my log truck around and go back and get fuel. I don't think I have enough to make it.
And the 375, or the full one now, is at the where the other one was. Basically, they just changed places. It's like at the Mad Hatter's Tea Party.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring it back so I can get fuel from you to make it the rest of the way. I don't have enough. There's no way I have enough. And I don't want to have to drive the E-Class all the way up the mountain. I don't think that's going to work.
Well, I'm not sure if I could take that fuel truck down there that far, because that sucker is heavy. Not that you can blame me there, right?
No, definitely not. Oh, good. And I just drove into something and damaged my truck into the red. And the repair truck is now at the bottom of the mountain. Ah.
Wag!
Maybe
Wag! I may have been listening to Jim Sterling too much.
Nice. But we are at about an hour.
By Stardust Nipples, it is an hour. That is a very unflattering costume, isn't it?
It is. It is.
I think that's the point.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the point.
I wish I had that self-confidence to be able to wear something like that.
I have the self-confidence to wear something like that. I just don't want to.
No, you have the I don't give a fuck.
Eh. Thin line there, but sure. Fair play.
About the only thing thin, right?
I see what you did there.
See, I can make the fat man jokes because, I am a fat man as well. Oh, did you see what I tweeted or answered on Boogie's thing, speaking of fat man?
No.
That got me 1,000 likes.
No.
No, I'm not joking.
What did you...
He posted about him standing in his old swim trunks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, somebody noticed I'm assuming it's a dog toy at his feet. It's a pacifier. And someone said, "Hey, your butt plug fell out." And I responded, "Why do you think he's deflating? The plug came out."
That's pretty good.
And I had to actually turn likes off on Twitter because it was making TweetDeck unusable. I just thought it was, I've tweeted just in the moment, and it's one of those things that, you don't think a lot of people are going to like, and then suddenly, ping, 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 ping.
Yeah. Come on, let me get back to the field truck. You can do it.
But speaking of the Twitters.
Indeed. Interwebs. If you want to see... Oh god, I don't know what you would call what I've been doing for the last hour. You can, and you're not on my YouTube channel watching this, you can head on over to
Absolute Psychologist.
Yeah. But yeah, head on over to Gaming Psychologist
Have
on
I ever
YouTube.
told you about the definition of insanity?
If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so at JMA4707. And if you want to see us talk about games and things for a couple hours at a time, you can do so over at the Video Game Logic Podcast. You can search for that on your podcast app of choice, or head over to vglpodcast.podbean.com. What about you, buddy?
And if you're not watching this on my channel and seeing the absolute heart-stopping crawl as I carry logs back, which there was a couple moments there that were a little terrifying, you can find it over at Gaming with Caffeine Rage on the YouTubes. Or you can find me over on Twitter, Gaming with CR there, which I also tweet out when I'm going to stream, which is caffeine_rage, as I kind of veer off the road. Like I do, right?
Indeed.
I kind of bounce there, and once again, like I do. Another fat man joke?
As we all do from time to time.
And speaking of getting to bounce.
Bye-bye now.
See ya. Can I get out of here before I have to go? Oh. I was just cruising along in first person. Hey, I made it. I'm back on the paved road.
Nice.
Yay.
You're going to have to bring the fuel truck the rest of the way to me because I ran out of gas. But we'll do that next time. Bye.
Oh, where are you? Oh, fuck yeah.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't you think about subscribing to my channel or hitting that like button up there? I'd really appreciate it. If for some reason you didn't like it, feel free to exercise your right to hit the dislike button. Regardless of whether you liked it or not, I'd love to have some comments down in the comment section below. We can talk about whatever it was you liked or didn't like. If you want to find me in other places and support me in other ways, you can do so by following the link in the description to my Patreon. You can also follow the link to my Twitter page, or just go to Twitter and follow me at JMA4707. If you want to watch me stream games on Twitch, you can do so over at twitch.tv/JR34707, and the link to that is also in the description below the video. If you want to hear me ramble on about video games for hours at a time with my partner in crime, Caffeine Rage, you can do so by following the link to our podcast, vglpodcast.podbean.com. Until next time, bye-bye now.